Mega hue. Ukraine won Eurovision much to the dismay of butthurt Russians and the totally unbiased RT. Let's explore. Hello everyone and welcome to the Freedom Alternative. Now a few days ago I made a video about Eurovision and I said the following. My favorites with this edition are Macedonia and Montenegro. I couldn't believe my eyes and ears how awful are the entries of my usual favorite countries, Poland, Ukraine and Serbia. Especially Serbia. Why send a song in English? That's insane! Whenever you sing in Serbian, it just sounds fabulous. In fact, at least 10 of the 40-odd songs would be significantly improved if they'd be in their native language instead of English. Now, I don't retract anything I said. I did root for Montenegro and for my traditionally favorite countries, Ukraine, Serbia and Poland. And, I did root for Montenegro because I liked their song, and the other three because I like their countries, even though I did not hold and still do not hold their songs for this edition in particularly high regard. With that said, Zuzana Jamaladinova's, or Jamala as her stage name goes, her performance wasn't particularly bad, especially when compared to most of the rest of the competitors. This was the most boring Eurovision final in probably over a decade. I mean, compared to the 2004 edition, also won by Ukraine, Ruslana had rhythm. Even if you hated her songs, you'd still at least fail to fall asleep when listening to it. I mean, that was my problem, not just with Jamala's songs, but most of the songs. Now, strictly on Ukraine's performance, the idea of the song was good. In fact, most of the songs in Ukraine's national selection had similar ideas, and yes, I did watch those. It's just that the execution was far less than stellar. With all that being said, the Russian tears are great, and it's even better than an absolute shame was avoided. I mean, come on, a Chinese chick with an Australian passport winning the Eurovision? I'm sorry, but that would have been way too much. I don't care how good her song was, though in my view her song was worse than Germany's and UK's song combined, but then again, de gustibus et coloibus non est disputandum. But really, if the EBU likes Australian shekel so much, then they should organize a World Vision, or something similar in which they can invite pretty much anyone willing to fly to Europe. That's absolutely fine. I'd probably watch that too. At least Israel has the same time zone as Finland during summertime and the same time zone as Ukraine for that matter. Israel is in our neighborhood, both culturally and geographically. Australia, not so much. Now, after the show, I can reaffirm my joy that Romania was excluded. I mean, Jesus Christ, poor Anton would have been completely out of place in that circle jerk. Seriously, Sweden should be prevented from winning in the next decade so we can avoid aphorisms like, if there's room in your heart, there's room in your butt. And yes, that was an actual thing said on the show.
But as we say in Sweden, if there's room in the heart, there's room in the butt.
What the fuck, SVT? However, with all of that being said, it was still a good show, even if only for the fact that all of the competitors were normal people. No bearded trannies, no LGBT activists, no degeneracy on the stage, decent lyrics, almost like the competition represented the artists of a continent largely filled with normal people. Imagine that. What a novel concept. Anyway, since I spoke about Ukraine, I'll shamelessly plug again my campaign to finance a tour of Western Ukraine, including Kiev, which is the most likely place to host next year's show. Now, a subscriber and a fan of this channel suggested that I attend the next year's edition. Now, that's a difficult task, but I'm not ruling it out. There's 1 year in the meantime, so a lot of things can change. Anyway, with all of that being said, thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon with less silly topics. I essentially bring these things up because Ceding the pop culture entirely to our philosophical opponents is a huge mistake, but you know that already. So yeah, see you soon on Freedom Alternative.